Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. All right, so the inauguration is now over. There was no invasion, no insurrection. It was actually pretty boring, wasn't it? Okay, so last moves by Trump and first moves by Biden today. Let's start with Trump. This should make a lot of neoliberals very happy and a lot of conservatives very unhappy. Some of Trump's last acts in office, especially you QAnon people, draining the swamp. Of course. So one of the things he did was to pardon Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon was accused of fraud in the We Fund the Wall thing that many conservatives actually donated to. And, he skimmed millions of dollars off the top of that. So he stole your money. Where's the wall? Where did the money from that, whatever, GoFundMe or whatever the hell it was, where'd it go? You were ripped off. You were scammed. There were a number of people that were involved with this that were arrested and charged with fraud. Under the Trump campaign, under the Trump administration, they were charged. And then, after being charged with fraud, under the Trump administration, Trump turns around and pardons him for stealing your money. How do you like that now? You know who he did not pardon? Julian Assange, Edward Snowden. Yeah. All right. Another action that he took was reversing his own executive action banning government officials from becoming lobbyists for 5 years after leaving a government position. He reversed it. One of the things he campaigned on in 2016 was this ban on government officials becoming lobbyists. The rotating door from government to lobbyists to government. So he screwed you. He screwed you. All right? Now, on the other hand, I haven't heard any word from Biden on reinstating that. And I'm not going to. You will not hear that coming from him. Period. It's not going to happen. So, the left can give that one up. So you can be pissed off too. All of you can be pissed off. You should be pissed off. You need to be pissed off. All right? This affects all of us. All right? So this is a nonpartisan statement, really, in the long term. That was one of the few things that I actually cheered for that he did, and he reversed it. Okay, so let's get to Biden. I read through, I did not watch the inauguration speech. I read through the transcript of it. It was exactly what I expected it to be. It was all platitudes, no actual substance. There's no policy ever mentioned in the entire thing. Now, on the other hand, executive actions that he took today. All right, so I'm going to go to this. All right, so Biden signed more than a dozen executive actions, some of which reverse decisions. This is by CBS News, by the way. All right, so let's go down to the specifics on this and get away from all the opinion, whatever. All right, COVID response. Start a 100 days masking challenge calling for a nationwide face mask and social distancing mandate in federal buildings, on federal lands, and by federal employees and contractors. This is, okay, I'm for this, but I do a lot of government work, and pretty much every government office has already had mask mandates, for quite some time. So making it a mandate, I'm happy to see it happen, because I have seen some idiots that because it's not an actual mandate at the federal level, they'll walk around without a mask. Or you can't make me. This Biden, okay, bringing back an Obama-era Directorate for Global Health Security and Biodefense, organized with the National Security Council. I'm gonna hold off on what this does, because this is not stating anything except somebody, reporting to him. Rejoin the World Health Organization. This is a good thing. I'm not so. I don't, reestablish the U.S. as an active leader at the World Health Organization. There shouldn't be any actual leaders in the World Health Organization. It is the World Health Organization. So, that's saying that he wants America to dictate, what the WHO is going to do, and I'm not for that. As far as being part of the WHO, good. As far as being a leader, bad. Extend eviction and foreclosure moratoriums. I've already talked about this. They're moratoriums. The bills keep piling up. Eventually, this becomes an avalanche. So, that's not good. A pause on student loan payments until September 30th. Oh, the moratorium, that's until March 31st. We're still kicking the can down the road. Suspension on student loan payments, that's a good thing. That's good. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to say that's a good thing for now. All right. Rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement. It's non-binding. It doesn't really mean anything. End the Keystone XL pipeline and revoke oil and gas development at national wildlife monuments. This is a good thing. It's a step forward. Not enough, but it's a good initial action. So we'll judge other actions as they come. Human rights, actions to advance racial equity through the federal government. All right, wants every federal agency to review equity in their programs and actions. Okay. And also dismantling Trump's 1776 commission. The goal is 1776. The commission's goal was to study Trump's concern that the American education system was taking too liberal approach to American history. We actually need to move so much further left with our approach to American history and teach the actual truth of our history. So I'm all for that action. Count non-citizens in the U.S. Census again. Even if you're a racist and you're against immigration, this is a good thing. If you've got immigrants, legal or illegal, living in an area and you don't count them, what happens is that you reduce federal funding going to that area, so you've got more people and you've got less money. So this is a good thing. I'm for it. Strengthen workplace discrimination protections based on sexual orientation and gender identity. I'm happy for that. But broadens federal protections against discrimination to include LGBTQ Americans. I'm for that. Does this include, offering insurance and coverage in these ways for all federal employees and contractors? I don't know. I haven't read the whole bill. All right, defend the Dreamers programs for undocumented young Americans and the so-called Muslim travel ban. Change Trump's arrest priorities. Okay, all this stuff with immigration. Let's go back to the fact that the Obama-Biden administration arrested and deported more immigrants than Trump did in their first 4 years. Just in their first 4 years. And then they accelerated in the second 4 years. Stop the border wall construction. Great. Stop spending money on that shit. Protection for Liberians. I didn't even know about this. Okay. Let's say it's a good thing. All right. Freezing last minute Trump administration regulatory actions. This is too vague. I don't know. This is too vague. All right. And ethics Biden wants every executive branch appointee to sign an ethics pledge. Wants federal employees to promise to uphold the independence of the Department of Justice. Well, in literal truth, how is the Department of Justice independent? For the most part, they follow the, directives of the president. They follow the laws that have been, established by Congress. So I don't even believe that the DOJ is in any way independent. It wasn't under Obama. It wasn't under Bush. It hasn't been under Trump. Not by any real sense. So that's a non. Let's wait and see what that ethics pledge says too. All right, I want to see the actual text of that ethics pledge. What is included in it? Because what he calls ethical may not be what we call ethical. Here's what I did not see in this. I didn't see anything about, millions of Americans unemployed. 965 new unemployment claims last week alone. Um, you know, more and more closures, bankruptcies, etc., eliminating more jobs. Millions of Americans lined up for food banks. I don't see anything about providing medical care to the American people during a pandemic. I don't see anything about people that are hungry and starving, lacking medical care. On his very first day, he put more stress on immigration than he did on the issues that we are facing right this minute. So let's see what the rest of his 100 days bring. Most of the things that he did today, his executive actions, not his inauguration speech, but his actions, and I'm more concerned with actions anyway. But most of the actions were good. The priorities are completely skewed. How many millions of Americans were, what happened to that $2,000 stimulus? That should have been the first day. All right? That should have been an executive order. Anyway, there would be a way for him to manage this if he had tried. All right, share this video, talk about these subjects. I'll be going into other things in more details in the coming days, and as the 100 days progress, let's wait and see. I'm happy there was no violence and all that crap today. And let's wait and see how the military presence in D.C. progresses or declines. Because so far I'm hearing that thousands of troops are still going to be remaining in D.C. indefinitely. So let's wait and see what happens there. All right, that's it for today. Please talk about these subjects. Share this video if you can. Please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.